Hey, Remarkable Lifers, this is Craig.
And this is KJ.
And this is Truly a Remarkable Life, and we have a very special guest with you today.
So today we are sitting here with Amy from Destination Retirement.
Hi.
So we're here at the Mexican Hero event in Ajijic, and you guys, if you've seen anything on our YouTube channel about it, we're really trying to create this collaboration of a community of YouTubers that can all help each other and get to know each other and build up our content by using each other as resources and friends and all that sort of stuff, which is going to provide you better content. And that's really what it's all about. Yeah. It's about our subscribers and stuff. Yeah. So Amy's sitting here, and we're going to talk to Amy today.
Okay.
In fact, I'm just going to give her my microphone.
Give me that.
Give me the microphone. Just sit there and look pretty.
Not hard. Not hard.
I know, right? I know. So, Amy,
yes.
You just moved to Merida.
I moved to Mexico 10 days ago.
I know, it's crazy.
To Merida, Mexico.
So your story and your journey is very different than mine, Chris. Because we were like, okay, let's do this. 5 months later, everything was sold and we're here. And you planned. So tell us about that journey.
I had to. So when I made the decision, do the mental checkmark decision to move to Merida, Mexico, that was 2019. I couldn't just up and move. I still had to work. I still had to earn income. I still had to save because I didn't have squat as far as a future retirement plan. And then, it kind of was always this goal that was in the distance. And at one point I thought, I kept talking about, 5-year plan, but I didn't have an end date on it. So it was perpetually 5 years away from whenever I was talking about it. So I grabbed an app called Countdown. I plugged in a number 5 years from that day, and you can look at the app. It's great. I'm not an affiliate, but it's a free app called Countdown. And so if I'm having a crummy day or I need to stay motivated and not shocked for that thing, I could look at my countdown and it would say, you have 2 years, 5 months, 12 days, 3 hours, and 16 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. And it helped. It helped.
Yeah. It was really that mental thing. So you ended up settling on this, 5 years from here and moving forward. And so just, that's so much planning. And, there's a lot, I remember whenever we were looking and thinking about doing this, you're scared, right? There's always that, am I really doing this, right? And everything I saw.
There was a limit. Exactly.
Yeah. So, and everything that I was seeing on YouTube and all that stuff, everyone was like, do it. Just do it.
Right.
Don't overplan.
Or I wish I'd done it sooner.
Yeah. Don't overplan. Don't do all that kind of stuff. Because if you do, you're going to lose that gumption.
Yeah.
So what kept you on, I know you had your 5 year plan. What kept you on track to not lose that I'm going to do this?
Right. If I had been in a place financially where I could have done it earlier, I would have done it earlier. So it was literally for me, my wheelhouse is real estate. It's what I know. It's what I have done for 26 years, broker. And my 5-year plan was to have 2 rentals for short-term rentals, Airbnbs in Merida at amyscasa.com. And then 1 house for myself. And I thought I can live off of the short-term rental, which is an okay income. It's not quite it's not like money hand over fist, let's just say, because of how much maintenance these old homes need. But it is gratifying. It's fun to introduce Merida to people, and it's nice to dote on my guests. So my overall plan was I need to acquire 3 houses in Merida, 2 for rentals, 1 to live in, all without a mortgage, and that was going to take time. And so that's what I did.
Okay. So, because you were constantly moving forward, you think that kept you in the game and not getting scared and pulling back from doing it?
Yeah. You know what? There was never a moment where I wanted to pull back and do it once I decided.
Okay.
Because I went down to Merida for the first time in January 2019. Then I went back in the summer of the same year, so 6 months later, and I bought the first house.
Okay.
And I literally walked in, looked at the broker from across the room, nodded and smiled, and I said, I want this one. This is it.
That's awesome. So you literally, like we were talking earlier, you put some skin in the game.
Oh, big time.
You put some skin in the game. Yeah. Because, and I'm asking because like not everybody, most people's experience is not like Craig and I, where we like decided and 5 minutes later, here we are. Right?
Yeah.
Most people do take a little bit more time. And with that whole people saying, well, once you make the decision, you just got to do it or you're going to end up talking yourself out of it.
Oh,
I'm like, you know, I know a lot of our viewers are like, I can't do that in 5 months, but I want to keep them motivated.
sure.
You know, and so I think your story, you know, getting some skin in the game, going to where you're thinking about living, take
Yeah.
those vacations, that kind of keeps the dream alive.
Well, being able to get the first property right away
Yeah.
was really key.
Yeah.
Because then it just became more like a puzzle, right? Like, how can I do this next thing? I had remodeled my floating house in Portland, Oregon. And, you know, with that was all my resources. So then I had to refinance to get the money that I spent on the remodel back out so I could buy a house. But then with the refinance, my mortgage shot way up right?
They do.
Right?
Yeah.
So I took in a roommate. Like the thought of taking in a roommate in my 50s, which I was at the time, is just like, oh, I don't want to have a roommate. But then it ended up being this big blessing. So I had a roommate that helped me offset the cost. So I made the hard choices. I
Right.
did the hard things. I didn't, you know, when my income went up, I had a few really good years. And when my income went up, I didn't run out and buy a new ride. You know, I'm not, you know, not dripping in diamonds.
Right.
Yet, right. I drove my 2012 Prius with 217,000 miles on it. Yeah.
I get it. I totally get it. I mean, yeah, we did a lot of that too. It's that's really interesting. So, breathing a sigh of relief.
Breathing a sigh of relief.
10 days in Merida.
I know.
What took you? Why Merida?
Oh, this is so interesting. I found Merida by accident. So I was looking at where to go in Mexico in the early 90s. I had spent 3 years in Nayarit. And then when I was thinking about retiring, I looked into San Miguel de Allende, right? Beautiful art town.
Oh, yeah.
And at the time, I couldn't afford a property there. And looking back now, it's like, oh, maybe I should have bought that little tiny cute house I saw. But I wasn't ready. I was kind of in a fearful zone because I hadn't made a decision on location. And then a family friend said, Amy, you should consider Playa del Carmen. We have a condo there, and I think you would really like it. So I'm going down the rabbit hole, the internet, and I looked at some websites on what was for sale in Playa, and it just wasn't ringing true for me. And it was one of the cities on the drop-down menu on the website. It's like I looked at, here's Playa, here's Cancun, here's Tulum, Akumal, Merida. What's Merida? And I clicked on it. I'm like, what is this? It's beautiful. Old colonial architecture, amazing food scene. It's a big enough city to be have a lot of interesting things to do without being like a mega city with lots of smog. It's the capital city of the state of Yucatan, so it's about like 1.3 million people.
Okay.
Great hospitals, just everything. Very safe.
Yeah.
I have a favorite jazz club, so I'll buy if you're in my Merida zone. And I walk home at night. It's no problem.
Oh my gosh, that is so wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So now, you've got your houses, you got your B&B. Is that kind of what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Airbnb.
Okay. You've moved. It's all said and done. So what's next for you with your channel? What's coming?
So channels evolve.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We all kind of figure out who we are as we're going along, right? I think I found my lane. Like, I really enjoy looking at the houses that are for sale. So every Sunday at 11, I've been releasing a video of a property that's actually on the market because there is no MLS for people to go and see what's on the market. They have to find all the various websites. It's very hard to do or to know who to trust,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's why they're going to call you guys if they're interested in here or Amanda. So I'm really enjoying showing them properties and doting on my guests. My house is still being worked on, so that those details are going to take many more months now, but I'm here and I'm happy.
I'm so happy for you. And Merida is on our list of places that
Oh
we
my
definitely
gosh.
want to visit. Yes, but not during the summer.
No,
We're not doing Merida in the summer, so
I don't blame you.
yeah. We're definitely going to come out there. We're going to visit you. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So, Craig's wanting the mic.
I have a question.
Okay.
I just don't want this to go by unnoticed. You said something about the floating houses.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think that's so interesting that when you live in a floating house and you have a lot of experience in that too.
I have a
Tell us
lot
more.
of experience with
Tell me more.
Some may call them houseboats. We call them floating homes. Houseboats are a little bit different than floating homes, but I won't go into the 101 on that. I grew up in the Portland, Oregon area, and we have a lot of floating floating home communities there. Mm-hmm. My dad and his stepmom, my stepmom, live on a floating home. Still, my dad's 87. They're still on their floating house. The floating house I was living on just before I moved here 10 days ago, literally the next marina over. So I was about a mile away from my dad. But when I moved from Seattle back to Oregon, because my dad was having some health issues, I just thought, man, if I'm going to like up in my life and start over and start a new real estate chapter and all of that, I want to do it from a floating home. I just wanted the peace, the serenity. Mm-hmm. It's a hard job as it is. And to just come home and be on the river like that is the most amazing life. And I've owned 4 floating homes in my life. All of which, of course, I've done some remodeling on.
You have the same problem I do. I get in a house and I'm like, this is perfect. I love it. I'm going to change everything.
It's one reason why I love renting right now is because he's like, I can't,
but I'm conservative about what I do because it's not mine and I may not be here forever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. But I love that. I think that's so interesting to see people who have different lifestyles and living arrangements. I mean, there's so many different, it's not just moving to Mexico and learning how houses work different here and how, construction's different here. They are very different. But then you have this experience of, let's go way outside the box and let's just float on water. Which creates
or jump in the river. So in the summer, we thought you're on a floating home, you could just jump right in the water.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
It's like living on your swimming.
Yeah, it is.
It's beautiful. Yeah, we always envisioned ourselves on an island, and we ended up with the reverse. We ended up with, instead of the water surrounding the land, our land surrounds our water.
Yeah, let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Just give me your hand. No, we're not moving there.
Do I need to referee here?
No.
We'll see.
But it is really cool. If you guys go back on her channel, there's all kinds of stuff on there about floating homes and stuff, which I find fascinating.
Oh, yeah, my other channel. I have 2 channels because I'm just that crazy.
Yeah, it's really, there's a lot of really neat stuff. But you're right, all the different living ways that people do it. It's wonderful.
So tell us again, what are your channels?
So the one on Floating Homes is called Floating Homes Portland, and my 2 business partners have taken the business over. And the current one is Destination Retirement.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to having all of you check that out and definitely subscribe, to all of those influencer things that
follow her adventures in Merida.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. We love seeing the different perspectives. And we love hearing from you. So,
by the way, before you sign off, your B&B in Merida, are you? Is that available on a website or is it?
So, great question. It is available. They're both on Airbnb.
Okay.
I can give you the links to those.
Yeah.
And for friends, we book off platform.
Right.
Via amyscasa.com.
So y'all go to amyscasa.com, which will really help with the B&B fees. And
it will help you, the guest.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't make that much difference to the host.
Oh.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not, a little difference, not that much, but the fees that the end user, the guest,
ends up paying
to Airbnb or the other platforms. I don't really want to call them out too much because a lot of people still do book through there, but it really helps the guest experience.
Well, we're going to have the website link down in our description. Check it out. If you're going to Merida, go stay with her. It will be a fabulous, wonderful time. And
I guess that just leaves one thing.
What?
Is if you haven't already, go find your truly remarkable life. Bye, y'all.